योऽन्ता प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसिद्धान् सञ्जीवयत किल शक्तिधरा स्वधाम्ना अन्यांशः सचरणश्रवणात् प्रगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। कथाञ्चना स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् विस्मृते विपरीतं स्यात् श्रीचैतन्यानमामि तं। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our weekly discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam. We are in the first canto, 7th chapter. We have completed text number 39. Today we will start with verse number 40. But before we begin, I have a question for all of you. Is there anything from the last class that has stayed with you for some days? Is there something that has made you think or feel that, yes, this was the right, this point I heard, it was very important, or it made sense? Is there anything that you remember from last class? Sorry? Brahma Bandhu? That is Brahma Bandhu. Do you remember that? Anything else anybody remembers? Yes, last. Loudly. Yeah, when we chant Hare Krishna, we are carrying Krishna in the heart. Prabhupada's quote, you remember that? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that is Srila Prabhupada's quote from the first, that Sityanand Maharaj quoted. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Is there anything else anybody remembers from last class? Wait, one person, yes. Krishna gives different reasons why Arjuna should kill Ashwatthama. Yes. Anything else you remember? Yeah, that was last time. Or last time, yes. Violence. Prabhupada took that kartal and he protected his lady disciples by smashing that kartal on that person who was trying to flirt with the lady devotees. Yes, on the stage. Yes. Prabhupada was very protective. It's a very beautiful pastime. Yes, Prabhu. Justifying non-violence. Justifying non-violence. Justified non-violence. Yes. We are not justifying non-violence. Violence, not justified non-violence. Justified violence. Yes, right? Justified violence. How we need violence sometimes. This is what we discussed last time. Anything else anybody remembers? Thank you for sharing this. So we discussed 5 reasons why Arjuna should fight. First was Brahma Bandhu. Ashwatthama is a Brahma Bandhu. And Krishna says you are justified in killing him because he has violated the codes of war. And also he is a wretched fellow. It is good for him. And also he made a promise to Draupadi. And finally, Krishna says he is a murderer, so you should kill him. So now we are entering a very interesting section. Krishna gives 5 reasons why Arjuna should kill Ashwatthama. But Arjuna doesn't like the idea of killing Ashwatthama. Now the episode is going to get more tricky, a little complicated. Actually, Krishna didn't want Arjuna to kill him. Next 2 verses, 40 and 41, will reveal that. This is interesting. You can please repeat. Today, who will read the translation? You will read, Prabhu? Thank you. Please repeat after me. Text number 40. All of you have access to those verses? Yeah. Please repeat. Sutta Vacha Evam Parikshata Dharmam Partha Krishnena Chodita Naichadantam Guru Sutam Yadyat Atmahanam Maha.
Sutta Goswami said, although Krishna was examining Arjuna in religion and praised Arjuna to kill the son of Dronacharya, Arjuna, a great soul, did not like the idea of killing him, although Ashwatthama was a heinous murderer of Arjuna's family members.
If you see the first line of this shloka, what does it say? Evam parikshata dharmam parikshata. Pariksha kar rahe the Krishna Arjun ka. Although Krishna told him to kill, Krishna was doing pariksha. And the third line says, Nature dantum guru sutam. He was the son of his guru, but Yadyap Atma Hanam Mahan is actually a murderer. He is Yadyapi, although he is a murderer, Mahan, great murderer. But still, Krishna is here testing Arjuna, Parikshata. So when Krishna told him, you kill him, Krishna was actually testing him. Krishna was not actually implying that you should kill him. Sometimes the order is given by the guru or by the authority, and the guru may not want you to do it. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. Sometimes we go to the guru, we want permission for something, and very reluctantly gives permission. Now we need to have that much sensitivity to understand that the permission is given, but actually he doesn't want me to do that. That's a very, very mature person only can feel like that. There's a very deep relationship needed to understand the intention of the master beyond the words. We are having difficulty understanding the words itself. What to speak of going beyond the words. But Arjuna was expert. This requires a very deep, intimate relationship to go beyond words. Because words, Krishna is emphasizing his intention to kill. But Sutta Goswami is saying, Evam parikshata dharma. Actually, his pariksha was being held by Krishna on dharma. So these two verses, this one which we read just now, 40 and the 41st verse, will reveal Arjuna's response to Krishna's direct order to kill. Draupadi cried, so to pacify her, Arjuna said, I will get his dead body, I will arrest him. But now he's seeing, oh, this is my Guru's son. So Arjuna is feeling gratitude for his Guru. And he feels I should not kill him. And so it appears as if he is disobeying Krishna. So what does Arjuna do? We can also read the next verse for today, 41st verse. Then we'll come back to 40. Atopete sa shibiram Govinda priya sarathi Nevedayattam priyaye Shochantya atmajanhatan.
After reaching his own camp, Arjuna, along with his dear friend and charioteer Sri Krishna, entrusted the murderer unto his dear wife, who was lamenting for her murdered sons.
So, although Krishna told him, kill him for these 5 reasons, Arjuna did not like the idea, and instead of killing Ashwatthama, he brought him in front of his wife, Draupadi. This is a very interesting thing. See, Draupadi had cried, and Arjuna promised her, but now he is not killing. So it is appearing as if he is disobeying. See, this kind of behavior, first of all, let me clarify right in the beginning, it is not possible for us. But you may say, then why are we discussing? No, we need to understand that, see, we have to follow the order. But we also need to know that there are some devotees like Arjuna who may be pleasing the Lord by not following the order. There are examples like that in our tradition. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Lord Nityananda that don't come to Jagannath Puri henceforth. And Nityananda Prabhu came next year. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy. And devotees are also very happy. So we are like bewildered. Mahaprabhu ne bola mat aao. I will next year. And Mahaprabhu is also happy. So these are very subtle things. There is a lot of love. So बोल रहे हैं मत आओ. नहीं का भी मतलब है हाँ वो क्या वो अपने को हमारा इतना प्यार नहीं है. We don't have so much love. It's all about love. It's very deep love. Like Jagadanand Pandit, he wanted to go to Vrindavan. He told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, don't go. So then he told Sarup Damodar Goswami, I want to go. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, don't go. What should I do? please tell the Lord that I want to go. Then Saru Damodar Goswami go and requests the Lord, or he wants to go. So please permission do not. So then Mahaprabhu says, no, but it is not safe. Vrindavan going like that. You get bewildered. So then, see, Saru Damodar, why the Jagannath Pandit went to Saru Damodar? Because he felt Saru Damodar Goswami will ask Lord Chaitanya will say, okay. Sometimes you want donation, you ask the man, he says no. Then you go to his wife gives. So, Sultan, how she tells the husband to give. So, like that, Lord may say no, but then Lord has intimate devotees. If they recommend, then the Lord will agree. So, Saru Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Rai, they recommend to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, okay, but tell him to meet me. The Jagannath Pandit comes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, okay, you want to go? Go. But don't associate with too many people. Stay only for a few days. And just be with Sanatana Goswami. And then come back first. So, first he gave clear instructions not to go. Then he said, okay, you go. See, these are very subtle interactions. Actually, kya ho raha hai? Communication, see, communicating with each other is not an easy formula. It's not that, okay, aisa, aap question pucho, answer mil gaya. Maximum problems in this world are people are experiencing misery because of relationships. And in relationship, it is happening because of improper communication. The pain and tragedy people feel in death and accident is not as much as they feel when their heart is broken because of bad communication. So it's very interesting that in Lord's relationship, there is direct violation, contradiction, but there is no relationship becoming bad. In material world, we have so many communication seminars, and even I have conducted classes on non-violent communication, compassionate communication, empathic listening. And it has thousands of views. Many devotees appreciate also. But ultimately, whatever techniques we practice in this world, communication bottlenecks are always there. Lovers can't communicate with each other, parents can't communicate with children, so brothers, siblings, they have rivalry. So very interesting when we read this communication challenges or subtle communication between pure devotee and Krishna, then we get purified. And if we are present and prayerful, then our communication challenges and problems in this world will get resolved. Because we are connecting with the Lord and we are praying to the Lord. Of course, some instructions are clear, black and white. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Balabhadra Bhattacharya. Directly, he said, Mahaprabhu, Yamuna, in the whole Vrindavan, there were rumors going on that Krishna every night is coming and dancing on the hoops of Kalia. And people were going and seeing it. So, and it became a lot of talk there that Krishna is doing this. So then Balabhadra Bhattacharya was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's servant. He said, can I also go and see this Krishna dancing on hoops of Kalia? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu slapped him. He said, nonsense. That is all rumor. It's not so cheap. Krishna will not just appear like that and show anyone that he's dancing. Actually, it was a boat. A fisherman had kept a lantern and he had kept it on the top of the boat. And in the night it was appearing, the boat was moving in the wind. It was appearing as if a bright jewel person is dancing on something black. So it appeared as if Krishna is dancing on Kali. So Mahaprabhu very clearly in some instances, black and white communication. But there are many times when senior devotees say no, but they mean yes. When the same thing is asked in different way, different answer is given. The very subtle signs. मतलब कभी हाँ बोलते हैं, कभी ना बोलते हैं, कभी ना में हाँ रहता है, हाँ में ना रहता है. But Arjuna understood that Krishna is testing me, and he doesn't really want me to kill him. No, it's like, I don't know, in this world also it happened, like once one devotee had brought, I saw it live in the ashram, he had brought 2 packets of son papdi and he had kept it above his locker. He had gone to Vrindavan Yatra, there's a famous Giriraj Mishtan Bhandar, which became world famous because of ISKCON devotees going and buying son papdi there. So then he had kept 2 packets of son papdi above his locker and one devotee said, "Yeah, Prabhu, aap mere liye son papdi laye." So then that devotee said, "कौन बोला आपके लिए? आपके लिए थोड़ी लाया मैं, ये तो किसी और के लिए." And they were arguing like that. And ultimately that devotee gave him one. So why was there contradiction? What was happening here? It was rasa. It was a friendly exchange. वो प्यार में बोला अरे मेरे ले ला अरे आपके थोड़ी है ऐसा करके झगड़ा किया बात किया प्यार किया and then he gave him only and then that Prabhuji took it to his family. So when when the relationship is very close, they speak like that. It appears as if he is saying some order and it is not being followed. It is not like that. And love is thick, and love becomes thicker by such apparent disagreements and disobeying. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, so Arjuna, you told Draupadi you will kill him, so kill him now. So Arjuna is looking at Krishna. Is that what you really want me to do? He's thinking like that. So Krishna wants to test. Krishna is saying, Arjuna, kill him. And Arjuna is like, really? That's what you mean? See, this is only possible in intimate pastimes. We are used to clear instruction, na? Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. But now Bhagavatam is revealing that devotees or Bhagavan ke beech mein aisa bhi kuch ho sakta. This Bhagavatam is giving us a glimpse into something like this. Externally, if you are reading Bhagavatam without guidance of devotee, it may appear as if Arjuna is having a different desire than Krishna. Because Arjuna, instead of killing Ashwatthama, is taking him to Draupadi. No, Krishna, the verse is very clear. He was doing pariksha on dharma. See, there are many instances in Bhagavatam where Krishna or pure devotee is testing another devotee by not by saying something but by meaning something else. So, anybody remembers any instance like that?
Krishna and Rukmini.
That is very friendly exchange. Yes. Krishna is telling you should have divorced me. But do you think Krishna wanted to say that? No. There's another instance in the 6th canto. Shukdev Goswami tells Parishit Maharaj, very interesting conversation. Parishit Maharaj says, at the end of the 5th canto, a lot of hellish planets are discussed. So Parishit Maharaj tells Shukdev Goswami, I'm feeling a lot of concern for people. They will go to hell because of their sinful activities. So what can we do to prevent them from going to hell? So Shukdev Goswami says, simple. They should do a lot of karma kanda, yajna, and all that. Now Shukdev Goswami also knows that Parishit Maharaj is devotee. And Parishit Maharaj also knows that Shukdev Goswami is a pure devotee. So both should say bhakti, chanting Hare Krishna. But still, when Parishit Maharaj asked question, Shukdev Goswami, instead of saying you should do pure bhakti, he says do all this karma kanda rituals, yajna, all that. So ये ऐसा कैसा आंसर दिया? गलत आंसर दिया. If somebody enters Bhagavatam only at this juncture, he will think, "Acha, this is a solution for papa." But Parishit, actually, Shukdev Goswami is testing Parishit Maharaj. Let me give this answer and see if Parishit Maharaj accepts it. So what happened? Parishit Maharaj, do you think he accepted that answer? He passed the test. He said, I am not satisfied with this answer. You are saying we should do karma kanda rituals, do some atonement, do some prayashchit, do some yajna, puja, some homa, some vastu shanti, this shanti, that yajna. Ye galat hai. And he says, Kvachin nivartate bhadra, kvachit charati tat puna. प्रायश्चित्तम अतोपार्थम मन्ये कुंजर शौचवत. Parishit Maharaj says, आप क्या बोल रहे हो? What are you saying, Shukdev Goswami? Oh, you do one sin activity and then you atone it. It is like Kvachit charati tat punaha. After atonement, you will again do it. Oh, this prayaschitta is superficial. Prayashchittam atopartham. According to me, manye kunjara shauchavat. Kunjara shauchavat means, according to me, this kind of prayaschitta is like an elephant taking bath in a river. An elephant will go spend hours in the river and take bath, clean himself. And after that, the elephant will come outside and again roll on the mud. So what is the use of this kind of atonement? So Shukdev Goswami is very happy that my student has passed the test. But Shukdev Goswami doesn't stop there. He again tests. He says, okay, then what we should do, we should do jnana marg. We should cultivate knowledge. And by knowledge, we should remove all the sinful reactions. So Parishit Maharaj is not impressed. He said he rejects that also. He said, even if you cultivate a lot of knowledge, like grass grows, all our desires will again grow. It will not go up. So then finally, Sukadeva Goswami understands that my disciple is good. He is passing the test. Then he says, Kechit kevalaya bhaktya vasudeva parayana agam dhanvanti karsneya niharam iva bhaskara. Bhaskara means sun. He says, when sun rises, darkness goes away. Similarly, Kevala Bhakti, only when we practice Bhakti, where we say, Krishna, I love you, Krishna, I want to serve you, Vasudeva Parayana, Bhagam Dhunvanti, all the darkness will go away, ignorance will go away. Bhakti is the solution. And then Parikshit Maharaj gives a big smile. And Sukadeva Goswami is happy that Parikshit Maharaj has accepted this solution. So it is appearing as if Sukadeva Goswami is giving wrong answer, Parikshit Maharaj is rejecting the answer, all that. What is happening? Sukadeva Goswami is testing Parikshit Maharaj's understanding. So what we are seeing here, Krishna testing Arjuna, like that Bhagavatam has instances there. Like Krishna is testing Arjuna, Sukadeva Goswami is testing Parikshit Maharaj. To check the standard of a disciple, it happens sometimes like that. Like there's another instance in the 10th canto. Krishna plays the flute in the middle of the night. All the gopis come. They are basically hearing Krishna call them. So in the middle of the night, they give up everything and they come to be with Krishna. And Krishna tells them, yeah, Vana Shobha, dekh liya humne sab forest, nice. Now you can go back home. And they are like, what do you mean go back? They refuse to follow Krishna's direct order to go back. Like Arjuna is not following, or Parikshit Maharaj is not accepting. Gopis also did not accept. Then what happened? Eventually, what was the culmination of that disobeying Krishna? What happened after that? There was a Rasa Leela, which is considered as the most worshipable pastime in our Gaudiya tradition. And that is born out of a disobeying or, So I'll repeat what I said in the beginning. We can't imitate this. But it is there. Arjuna understood Krishna's mind. The gopis also understood Krishna's mind. Parikshit Maharaj understood. And this Sukadeva Goswami is testing. So therefore, the first step in this process, if we want to reach that stage where we understand what Krishna is actually saying, we have to begin by pleasing Guru, having an attachment to Guru, hearing or serving him. And then we make advancement. Like I remember when we please Vaishnava, sincerely wanting to please other devotees, then Krishna gives us intelligence. Like I know one devotee, when I was in guest reception department in our temple, we had one devotee, Haribol Anand Prabhu. He used to please the guests so much that when Chandramauli Maharaj came, he served him so well and he pleased him so much. And next year when Maharaj came, we had another devotee serving Maharaj, and Maharaj immediately saw him and said, where is Haribol Anand Prabhu? Maharaj remembered after 1 year. And I said, Maharaj, he has other service now. Maharaj said, no, but I want him. Because he is like Paramatma. He knows what I want. Before I ask, he gets it. So that is like a very big compliment. No? So if we can please devotees like that, understanding the mind. And the next level of that is to understand what Krishna wants. I mean, if we continue to please devotees thinking what will please them, first of all, by following their order, then by thinking what they may want and then pleasing them. Then by that meditation, eventually we will be able to learn what Krishna wants. Sometimes people say, Prabhuji, how do I hear Krishna's voice in my heart? My mind says so many things. Mind's noise or Krishna's voice? समझ में नहीं आता प्रभु जी क्या है मेरा mind बोल रहा है कि कृष्णा बोल रहा है. Okay, first to start pleasing devotees, Guru, and then think what they want. Then as we meditate on their needs, pleasing them, then automatically Krishna will somewhere direct. And we will be able to. So there is a many, Peter Burwash Prabhu is a very big management guru. Is called a Prabhupada disciple. He says he went to a hotel and the waiter was taking his luggage to his room. So while going, they were talking something, and Peter Burwash is a health freak. He said he likes carrot juice or something. He just mentioned to that fellow. And within 10 minutes, that person went and told the kitchen, told some department, then there was a big bottle of carrot juice for him. He was like, he had not even given direct order. So then he understood they are proactively serving. So then, and the next day, every day they were getting carrot juice for him without he asking. And after 6 months, when he came to that place again, he was shocked. As soon as he entered his room, there was carriage was given to him. They had kept that record. So if you see in this world also, when as a businessman, when you know what your customer wants, then you have that customer for life. So that's a very big quality to understand. Like even in husband-wife relationship, even in a lover's relationship, many times, many people have this need that without me telling you, you should know what I want. It's a very big sign. I don't know how people are able to please their spouses. Many times they are like, अरे बोलना चाहिए ना, अरे आपको समझना चाहिए ना. तो वो बोलते हैं मैं परमात्मा हूँ क्या, मेरे को कैसे समझेगा. So they have fights like this. So this is a very interesting. So at our level, what we do is, we just try to do seva. Like I don't know if if you have done seva in ISKCON for a long time, you see that generally, service is given to one who does not complain and one who is welcoming in mood. If somebody is always giving excuses, he will not get seva because there is no shortage of people wanting to do seva. Like somebody doesn't have grudges and somebody like full of seva. So the one thing is, just do what is told. Another thing is having a mood. I want to serve more. I want to serve more. So that mood will eventually lead us to understand what Krishna wants. And that conviction will be there in the heart. I've seen in my own spiritual master, deeply convinced what needs to be done for Prabhupada's mission. That is because whole life is only thought of how to please devotees. That has eventually led to that stage where in Taittiriya Upanishad, this is called the blossoming of the Vijnanamaya Kosh. The soul is covered by 5 layers. The 4th layer is Vijnanamaya Kosh, or our wisdom body, to understand what needs to be done, what should not be done, the sense of conscience or discrimination. That develops when we have an attitude of service and wanting to please. So Arjuna's Vijnanamaya Kosha was highly developed. So much so that when Krishna is telling him, okay, now kill, Arjuna is able to understand, nahi, nahi marna. So these are very exalted devotees. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whenever Nityananda Prabhu told him, you are a better preacher than me. Because I was about to kill Jagai Madai with my Sudarshan Chakra. And you saved them. And you made them pure devotees. So basically, I have come here to make everyone devotee, but I was about to kill them. So you did what I could not do, but what I desired. So you accepted beating. Maar khaye prem de. Nityananda Prabhu's qualities. He was attacked, but still he gave love of Krishna. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you have won my heart. You have accomplished my goal. That means when we think of pleasing the Lord or Guru and try to understand his heart and do service for him, then we can reach that stage where the Lord says, don't come to Puri, and he still comes, and then Mahaprabhu is happy. That's like very, very exalted. So what we learn from all these pastimes is, let us at least follow the instructions and have a desire to please. That is a take-home message for us. The desire to please other devotees who are carrying Krishna in their heart. That's why, Srila Prabhupada, if you see, he loved everyone, but he did not trust everyone. See, we can get love of the Guru. Guru will love everyone. But trust, you can't expect Guru to trust everyone. Trust is more deeper than love. Like Srila Prabhupada, we are very hardly embraced in. But Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is from America. When he was in Kolkata, Prabhupada told him, go and buy land in Mayapur. He'll make headquarters, ISKCON ka temple banana hai. So Tamal Krishna Maharaj had to go there and negotiate with Muslim landlords. And he had to, it was very risky, carrying money, dacoits there. And then Prabhupada was anxious. What is happening? He's not returned for a long time. And then Tamal Krishna Maharaj comes one day after many days. Prabhupada, the land is yours. Prabhupada was so happy, he embraced him because he had fulfilled the desire of his Guru. So it requires very high caliber to do some things like that. But at our level also we don't have to be heroic. But Many times we see spiritual master doesn't express his desire because of hesitation. But when a disciple is open-hearted and willing, the guru will keep asking more and more and more. Sometimes we are very superficial, we go and ask for feedback from guru or spiritual authorities. Prabhu, please give me feedback, how I can improve. And then that devotee gives you one feedback. And then immediately he starts giving clarification for 2 hours. So then you think that the devotee will again give feedback. Next time when you come and ask him, Prabhuji, any feedback? You say, no feedback. You are a wonderful devotee, very advanced. So you may think, but he doesn't mean that. That's what I'm saying. Even in this world, many times when they're communicating, we may say something, but we may not mean it. So a devotee may not be giving you feedback, and you may think that you are very advanced. He's not giving you feedback because sometime earlier you may have. So the communication nuances are very difficult. You can't simply go by the external world. Even in this world, it happens. What to speak of in a pure Krishna and pure devotees realm also this happens. So we can't be closed. We can't be cautious, in terms of accepting instruction. We should be open. So it requires a big heart. It requires a degree of surrender. And I agree we are not on that level. At least let us do what is told to us. Chant Hare Krishna, read Bhagavatam. Itna to kar sakte. But as we advance, like Jesus Christ, he said, I and my Father are one. What does that mean? You think they were one, matlab their body got merged or something? No. When Jesus Christ said, I and my Father are one, he meant he as a messenger of God and God are one in terms of desire. What is God's desire is what I have internalized and I'm fulfilling that desire. So basically, Guru and disciple, master and servant, Krishna and devotee, they are one. Means that desire of the Lord is made one by the disciple. So Arjuna and Krishna are one in that sense. That's why Arjuna could understand even though Krishna was saying something. I'm from South India. So we have in South India, Kanjivaram saris are very popular. Have you heard? Yes. One sari costs minimum of 15,000 rupees. It can go up to 5 lakh rupees, depending on the jari, depending on कितना उसमें जरी डाला है. तो 1 लाख रुपए का 20,000 रुपए का तो नॉर्मल रहता है उस साड़ी. So there is this Kanjivaram sari ka dukan, and the master, the owner, and his brother, who is his younger brother, they're discussing. अरे सब खत्म हो गया कांजीवरम साड़ी तक खत्म. वहाँ गोडाउन में देखो. अरे भैया गोडाउन में नहीं है. गोडाउन इट इज ऑल ओवर. स्टॉक इज ओवर. अच्छा नया स्टॉक कब आएगा? अभी 4 दिन में आ जाएगा स्टॉक. अभी तो कुछ भी नहीं है कांजीवरम का साड़ी. सब खत्म. एंड राइट एट दैट टाइम अ बिग पार्टी एंटर्स. 7-8 लोग आ जाते हैं अंदर. And they see all the clothes and everything. They're a big marriage party. And they know that the shop is very famous. And that owner is standing there with his brother. And that leader of that party tells the owner, अच्छा हमको तो कांजीवरम सच. अच्छा इधर ही. And you see, अरे इधर नहीं है. अरे छोटे, मैं भाई को देख के बोलता है, यार गोडाउन से लाना. So what he's telling him is, वो अपना पड़ोस वाला दुकान है दूसरा वाला, उसको बाजू के दुकान से ले. But he doesn't say that directly. So he says, अरे गोडाउन में होगा लेके. तो he says, he doesn't say, अरे आपने डिस्कस किया गोडाउन में नहीं है क्या? He doesn't say that. He says, हाँ लेके आता हूँ. He doesn't go to the godown. He goes to his neighbor's shop and he convinces him, takes one udar, gets all the sarees, gets a good deal done, and then they happily live. Story has a happy ending. Because then later on they compensate, they earn the money. So he understands what he's saying. Because they are together in that business and they are having the same purpose. They are one. Similarly, Guru, disciple, Krishna, devotee, they are one in a spiritual business. So like that. But our problem is all communication problem. We are in a different realm. All false ego level, no? False ego level में कितना भी communication system बनाएंगे कर दो. कितना भी system बनाओ अच्छे से communication, it doesn't work. Well, there has to be trust, there has to be love. A young girl gets married, she'll go to a new house. Constantly she'll compare it with her parents' house. And the husband will when the wife comes, they keep thinking how to satisfy wife, how to satisfy mother. कुछ भी इधर बोला गड़बड़, उधर बोला गड़बड़. So constant anxiety. Everywhere there is anxiety only. Bhagavatam is an extraordinary example of Devotee who could satisfy her husband completely. And this kind of communication challenges happen even in brahmacharyas. Like we go to another temple to preach. And then we immediately start comparing. अरे यहाँ पे डिफरेंट अथॉरिटी और अर्लियर टेम्पल पेरेंट टेम्पल वहां पे अच्छा था ये था वो था सेम थिंग then we have to tell ourselves wait we are getting prasad here yes Mangalarti is happening here yes see we want so many conditions fulfilled that's why when you are sending somebody to a different place we have to see whom to send one who has made his desire as one with Prabhupada's desire the mission one another missionary spirit keeps challenging, asking questions. मतलब वो उसको कम्युनिकेशन करके आप आंसर नहीं कर सकते. It is a fundamental attitude problem. वो उसके लिए कोई solution ही नहीं. Only those who have that attitude they will survive and flourish. So we are not joined ISKCON for facility or for luxury or externals. We love Krishna, or we claim we love Krishna. We want to do whatever Krishna's desire is. So we'll chant, we'll take prasad, we will give love. And in Krishna consciousness, ISKCON, you get everything that you need to make advancement in bhakti. You may not always get luxuries. You may not always get nice prasad. Because Krishna is very far away, but Krishna's devotees are nearby. So we can please them. So like that, we please devotees. And if we don't have authorities, if we don't have scriptures, then Bhagavad Gita says, Ya Shastra Vidhi Musridya Vartate Kamakarata. You will never be happy. You will never get perfection. If you're only thinking about my desires, my problems, one has to rise above. So in this verse, which is a beautiful verse where Krishna, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Evam Parikshita, Krishna was examining Arjuna for his sense of justice. Does Arjuna have a sense of justice? He's telling him, kill him. But he is son of his guru. See, we all need exams, right? That's how you get promoted to the next level. So even in bhakti, we are tested. And we are tested for how much we have learned. See, all the shlokas you learn, that is not the real test. Practical case studies we will need. And Bhagavatam is revealing how these kind of tests will come. So if we are struggling with our own mind and senses, we're not able to chant our rounds, we're hardly coming to temple, then don't worry, Krishna will not test us like this. This is test for those who are actually sincerely absorbed in bhakti. So like that. But if you are not able to understand what is Krishna's desire, then what is the best solution? Service, devotees, and still you are in a situation where you need to take some decision and you're not able to understand what Krishna wants you to do, then what will you do?
Follow the instruction.
Whose instruction?
Whatever it is.
No, you are in a situation, you have a complicated situation, and you want to take a decision, and Krishna, what does Krishna want to do? You're not able to understand, then what will you do? Chant, pray, what else you could do? What is the most practical? Yeah, consult devotees. Go to some, either if you don't have access to Guru, at least somebody senior, somebody who is your well-wisher, somebody who doesn't want anything material from you, somebody who genuinely cares for you. Consult. And you will see, when you're talking to somebody whom you trust, you will get answers from within. Guidance लगता है, सबको लगता है. So, and that's what we do in our process, because we don't always understand what has to be done. Once Maharaj was telling His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj, he mentioned it in a Sunday feast class. In the morning, he told Srinathji Prabhu, N.D. Desai, owner of Sima Bulb, such a big industrialist, very big person. Maharaj told him something, Acha, ye karna hai ya kapi ghar mein. Something he said. And then Srinathji Prabhu immediately went, yes, Maharaj, just give me 2 minutes. I will consult my wife and I will come back to you. Maharaj became very happy. Maharaj said, wow, such a big man. but he knows that he has to consult his wife. So he became very happy with that answer. He became so happy that after a few hours during Sunday feast class, he mentioned this incident in front of the 1,000 devotees. And then everybody clapped. I was like, wow. So that means consulting others, taking advice, that opinion, it is an act of, it's actually a wise thing to do. This is not a disqualification, this is good culture. So Arjuna made a big promise to Draupadi. But when he actually saw Ashwatthama, he realized, but at that time, to pacify Draupadi, he had said that. See, there's another lesson here. Don't make unrealistic or impulsive promises. Sometimes impulsively we say something. There's another lesson we get from this. Like not in our temple, one of our temples, I know that temple. Small temple, not many devotees, financially not very strong temple. The temple president, to encourage devotees to do book distribution, he said, whoever gets, highest score, we gave a number. Whoever does so much books, we will sponsor your journey to London Bhaktivedanta Manor, and you can go and stay there and come back. So it was an unrealistic, impossible target, but 2 devotees achieved it. So then he called them, felicitated them, a big program. That the whole congregation was called. And he said, so we'll honor them by giving them 2 tickets to Sri Mayapur Dham. They will go to Mayapur by train, by Hora Express, and then come back after 2. They were like, so they should be happy, getting a chance to go to Mayapur Dham. But they were very disappointed. So impulsive promises we make. So Arjuna made that. So like that. But the main thing here, according to our Bhagavatam commentators, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is our main commentator on Srimad Bhagavatam. He said this entire verse, this one shloka, these 2 shlokas actually, 40 and 41, is very important because he says that there are other places also in Srimad Bhagavatam where Krishna and pure devotees have tested other devotees. And he gives these examples which I discussed, Ras Leela, Parikshit Maharaj. See, the first time Krishna tested the gopis, before Ras Leela, he tested them. And then he told them to go back and to serve your husbands. Now, second time, this is not the only time Krishna tested the gopis. This is the first time which I discussed just now, a few minutes back. They came for Ras Leela and then Krishna said, why you came? Go back. But there's another time he tested. Krishna went to Dwarka. Then gopis here are missing Krishna. So then what did Krishna do? He gave a letter to Uddhava and told Uddhava, go and give this letter and console the gopis. So then when Uddhava came, he gave them jnana, knowledge of soul. And he said, you should do meditation like this on Paramatma. So in Vrindavan, many places you will see this drawing, painting. Gopis are doing meditation. Uddhava is teaching them. There's a big difference. Uddhava is teaching them how to meditate on Krishna in the heart. And they are doing meditation to remove Krishna from their mind. And both of them are unsuccessful. So we are trying to meditate to remember Krishna. They are trying to meditate to remove Krishna. But they are also not able to, they are also not able. So second time, Krishna tested the gopis was when he sent Uddhava and told him, go and tell the gopis that they should meditate on me, pursue the jnana path, like that. This is the second time he tested. And then did gopis accept that? Gopis said, hey, Gyan, Uddhav, don't give us. And this letter, you keep with you only. Because Krishna is in Mathura now. One day he will leave Mathura also. And now, just like he's broken our hearts, he will break the hearts of the women in Mathura also. He will go. And then he will send you to pacify their hearts. That time you show this letter only to them. To the Mathura women. You don't tell us all this Gyan. So they rejected, and by rejecting that, they actually pleased Krishna. Because Krishna was testing them with the Gyan, but they were focusing on prema. The second time. And the third time again when Krishna tested them was in Kurukshetra when they met many years later. There also Krishna gave knowledge of Super Soul. But if you see, Krishna tested Arjuna and gopis differently. Arjuna, Krishna tested because Arjuna was in Veera Rasa, fighter. So he challenged him, kill him now. See, आपका जो strength, आपको लगता है जो आपका strength है ना, Krishna will test you there on. See, I am not a kirtaniya. So there is a devotee who sings very nice kirtan, and he is and we are good friend because our services are different. I will tell him, वाह क्या कीर्तन करते हैं, and he will tell me क्या क्लास देते हैं, दोनों खुश. But if we are doing the same service, if we have same talent, then we will be tested. So Arjuna was in Veera as a fighter. So Krishna is saying, okay, Arjuna, kill him. So natural है ना, क्षत्रिय को मारने को natural instinct हो जाता है. But he passed that test. So gopis are in which mood? Prem. So Krishna is calling them with this flute, and then they're coming, and there are a lot of prem, and Krishna gives them jnana. So like that, Krishna will test. And there are many instances in Bhagavatam. There's another instance in fourth canto. Lord Vishnu tells Prithu Maharaj, ask for any benediction. He says the father knows best father knows what is best for the child. You know what is best for me. So don't ask me what I want. You give me what you think is best. No, you should ask. Okay, then he says, give me 1 million years so that I can hear about it. And day after tomorrow is a very special festival. Narsimha Chaturdashi. When Lord Narsimhadev appeared before Prahlad and asked him, ask for a benediction. He said, I am not in a business relationship with you. I don't want anything from you. Then Lord Narsimhadev insisted and said, I order you to take a blessing. Then he said, my dear Lord, please relax. Don't be so agitated. I don't want anything. Then third time when Lord insisted, then Prahlad said, forgive my father. So like this, in Bhagavatam also the Lord tests. And the best test I find is in the end of 9th canto of Bhagavatam, where the Bhagavatam is 9th canto is over, and Shukdev Goswami summarizes entire Krishna's pastime in 2 shlokas. 2 shlokas, the whole Krishna story is over. End of 9th canto. And Parishit Maharaj says, bas ho gaya. I am not satisfied. I want to hear more. I want more. Then he speaks 90 chapters. What an extreme. 2 shlokas, whole Krishna's pastime is over. Then Parishit Maharaj says, hey, I want more. Then 90 chapters, 90. So what did, see, in the 6th canto, what did Shukdev Goswami test Parishit Maharaj? How he tested? He tested Parishit Maharaj's intelligence by giving him karma, jnana, like that. In 9th canto end, Shukdev Goswami tested Parishit Maharaj's eagerness. Because abhi 4-5 दिन हो गया, no water, no food, fasting, hearing Krishna Katha, he must be tired, eagerness nahi hoga. After the end of the long class, when the speaker says, shall I continue? Maharaj says that. And Maharaj is there, so we all say Hari Bol. But any other speaker, nobody has the guts to say that. Because 1 घंटे के बाद लोग बेचैन हो जाते हैं. Parishit Maharaj is hearing for 4 days. I once Maharaj in Vrindavan Yatra. Long class, started long class, and 1 o'clock is supposed to be lunch, and 2:30 also is going on. And people got up because they were restless. And they stood in the prasadam line. And the prasadam ceremony did not start because Maharaj's class is going on. They said, after Maharaj's class is over, then we will start. And people are standing in line. And they're hearing the class also. Jaise class khatam hoga, chalu jayega na. And Maharaj in the class, long class is giving, around 2:30 he says, so, shall I continue? And everybody says, Hari Bol. Even those who are in the line, they're also shouting. That was a big joke. So then I remember we told Maharaj after that, Maharaj, it was so hilarious that devotees were so eager to hear that they wanted prasad, but still there when you asked, shall I continue? Everybody said Hari Bol, so everybody loves to hear you. So then Maharaj started laughing. And he said, once I was giving a class in America in one place, and there are some Gurukulis. In America, American culture is different. They are very outspoken people. There was one Gurukuli, a young man, I think 16, 17-year-old boy. He was sitting right in the front. And Maharaj, like he does here, in the middle of the class, he stopped after I think 1.5 hours of class. Shall I continue? So this boy, he shouted, no! And Maharaj smiled. Whatever you say, I will continue. And Maharaj continued for another, I don't know how long. So we don't have that eagerness. So when we are tested, we fail. So Shukdev Goswami in the 6th canto tested Parishit Maharaj's intelligence. He passed. The end of 9th canto, Shukdev Goswami tested his eagerness to hear. And when Parishit Maharaj said, don't do shortcut, Krishna Katha mein. Don't think 4 days ho gaya, fasting ho gaya, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, so don't do in 2 hours, don't do shortcut. Detail mein batao. And regarding my fasting, let me tell you, I'm not doing all this fasting. I'm doing big feast. Nai sati dussaha kshunma tektodam api badate pibantam tam mukamboja chutam hari katamritam. He says, I am not impeded by kshut, hunger and thirst. Nai sati dussaha kshutma. This hunger and thirst is a very powerful force. But I am not affected by it, Parishit Maharaj says. Naisate dusaha kshunma tektodamapi badate. I am not bound by it because I am drinking pibantam tam mukhamboja. What is coming from your lotus mouth? I am drinking that. What is that? Shuddham hari katamritam. The nectar of Krishna Katha which is coming from your mouth. I am drinking it. So don't think I am fasting. I am not fasting. I am having a good feast. So then Shukdev Goswami smiled. He says, you have passed the test of eagerness. First test was intelligence. Pass. Second, eagerness. Then he continues Bhagavatam more. And then towards the end of Bhagavatam, 12th canto is coming to an end. Shukdev Goswami tested Parishit Maharaj's steadiness by suddenly telling him, okay, now you're going to end your life. Do Jnana Yoga. Like that. He starts giving all Bhakti ka pura ulta de dete hain. So Parishit Maharaj smiled. He said, no. I will do Bhakti only. I know what to do. And he remembered Krishna. So this is the way Krishna tests. This is the way pure devotee tests. See this purport, verse number 40 purport you have, second paragraph, excess. You can read that. Lord Sri Krishna encouraged Arjuna.
Lord Sri Krishna encouraged Arjuna outwardly just to test Arjuna's sense of duty. It is not that Arjuna was incomplete in the sense of his duty, nor was Lord Sri Krishna unaware of Arjuna's sense of duty. But Lord Sri Krishna puts to the test many of the pure devotees just to magnify the sense of duty. The gopis were put to such test as well. Prahlad Maharaj also was put to such a test. All pure devotees come out successful in the respective test by the Lord.
Yeah, it's very clear. Very clearly Prabhupada is saying this test happened. Mahaprakash Lila, Lord Chaitanya tested Mukunda by saying he will get mercy after 10 million births. And he was like ecstatic. He said, Chalo, 1 crore birth to hai, 1 crore ke baad to milega. So Mahaprabhu started laughing. He said, oh, you not only passed the test, he got honors. Mahaprabhu had not 1 crore births. Right now, I will give mercy. And Mahaprabhu called for it. So this is the way we see every time I've seen Guru Maharaj also. If you want to do this, you can do this. He will not say directly do this. It's a nice service. And then he wants you to take responsibility. Krishna tells Arjuna, Yatha ichchasi tata kuru in the Gita. If you like Krishna, Arjuna, whatever you like, you do. So Arjuna says, so should I choose Jnana? No. Jnana is not good, Krishna says. But then karma is also not correct. Then what is left? Bhakti is left. So Bhakti is left. And Krishna says, yeah, Bhakti, if you want, you can choose Bhakti. Then Arjuna says, okay, then I will do Bhakti. Karishye vachanam tava. Arjuna says, Krishna, I will do whatever you tell me. So how Krishna has expertly made Arjuna come to the same conclusion. So like that, now here we see, so Vishwanath Thakur writes very beautifully that real meaning is not always in the directly observed events. You can't directly, when you are observing events, you cannot get directly the correct meaning in Krishna consciousness. So therefore, scriptures, we cannot always take them literally and just textually. We have to understand that there is a feeling and there is emotions behind the words that are spoken. And that we come to know from, see, the Western style of reading scriptures, the Western world is, they take them literally. Like, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing, and then that Nawab gets angry. He says, "Hey, you are disturbing." So Mahaprabhu says, No, I have epilepsy. Mahaprabhu doesn't want to, because that Nawab starts thinking this is a great saint. Maybe he is Allah only who has come. He starts getting this feeling, and he starts worshipping Lord Chaitanya, but Lord Chaitanya wants to downplay. So Lord Chaitanya says, No, I'm not somebody great. I am an ordinary person. I have epileptic attacks. So he says it out of humility to avoid crowd and avoid all that. And then Mahaprabhu goes with his devotees. For the whole mood there is rasa, that mood of humility. But there are Western scholars who say, oh, this Chaitanya was an ordinary person. He used to get epileptic attacks. See, he's saying here. You are seeing what is happening here. They are taking the shloka, they are taking literal translation. They're not taking the rasa, they're not taking the humor, they're not taking the mood and the emotion there. And the feeling of the characters. So like this, now what you have seen so far is Arjuna has, what he has done? He has caught Ashwatthama. Krishna has told him to kill him. And Arjuna, instead of killing him, what he does? He gets him to Draupadi and he hands him over to Draupadi. And today we discussed how Arjuna did not follow Krishna's order, but he actually followed Krishna's order. And now when he hands him to Draupadi, how does Draupadi react? That will be discussed from text number 42 onwards, which is also very interesting. What Draupadi told in the beginning and now what Draupadi says is also different. So that we will take up next time. Her Vama Swabhav, Draupadi's mild nature will come out now. Earlier she was very angry. And then we will explore Draupadi's characteristics. We will see the 3 different ways to see Draupadi's nature. Whether she is right or wrong, because she gives a completely different perspective to what Krishna has said. So let us see what is Draupadi's answer next. Hare Krishna. So we took 2 shlokas today. I'll pause here.